Good day, I'm Josel M. Latoza, the reporters of the impact of urban transportation. So, urban transportation has a four impact, which is the urban transportation at the mobile dependency, the congestion, and lastly is the urban transit challenge. So, by definition, an urban transport system considers all elements of transportation, including the infrastructure, rolling stock, and traffic flow in a city as a functioning entity. The interrelationship among different system components are emphasized. As I've said earlier, there are four major impact of urban transportation. First is the urban transportation at a crossroad. So, what is urban transportation at the crossroad? Cities are locations having a high level of accumulation and concentration of economic activities. They are complex spatial structures supported by infrastructures including transport system. The larger a city, the greater its complexity and the potential for disruption, particularly when this complexity is not effective to manage. Urban productivity is high, dependent on the efficiency of its transport system to move labor, consumers, and freight between multiple origins and destination. Additionally, transport terminals such as port, airports, and rail yards are located within urban areas, helping anchor a city within a regional and global mobility system. So, meaning, if daw large daw ang city, mas mas magtaas daw ang complexity sa transportation. So, 'di ba, if mag need man natog transportation to mag-angkat sa mga mga i-import na mga products. So, importante ang urban transportation at the crossroad sa city to make the transportation of products easier and the transportation of consumer and laborers to enter the said city. So next is the automobile dip, next is automobile dependency. Dependency Automobile use is related to a variety of advantages such as on-demand mobility, comfort, status, speed, and convenience. Several factors influence the growth of total vehicle fleet such as sustained economic growth, complex individual urban movement, more leisure time, and suburbanization. Therefore, rising automobile mobility can be perceived as a positive consequence of economic development. The automotive sector, particularly car manufacturer, is a factor of economic growth, multiplying effect and job creation, which can be actively promoted. So, automobile dependency, this impact is masasabi natin na good impact kay maka-help siya sa economy in terms of magtaas ang number of automobile kay magtaas sad ang economic growth kay as the statement said na ang automobile automobile developers or manufacturing is isa sa pinaka nag-help sa economy na magtaas ang economic growth sa isa ka city or isa ka bansa. Aside from that, the automobile dependency is has a good impact in good and comfort good comfort and convenience transportation kay mas di na ka mag take long time sa paglalakad or di na ka madugayan sa pag adto sa imo nga adtuan if naay mga automobile because of fast and convenience transportation. Next is the congestion. So congestion can be perceived as a unavoidable consequence of using scarce transport resource, particularly if they are not priced. The last decade have seen the extension of roads in urban area mass free of access. Those infrastructures were designed for speed and high capacity, but the growth of urban circulation occurred at a rate higher than often expected. Road manufacturers designed to be more than adequate a couple of decades earlier were then found to run out of capacity faster than expected. Investment can be from diverse level of government intending to provide accessibility to cities and regions. There were strong incentives for expanding the road transportation by providing high level of transportation supply. So congestion itself means kasikipan. So this impact na congestion naman is a negative impact of urban transportation which means causes the traffic. So di ba kapag magdaghan ang vehicles na mag travel sa dalan mag-cause jud og traffic. So even though na ang mga road manufacturers is nag-manufacture sila sa high speed design capacity na roads, pero unexpected po ang pagtaas sa growth sa number of vehicles. So this impact is unavoidable talaga in terms of ano unavoidable. Next is the urban transit challenge. As city become more dispersed, the cost of building and operating public transportation system increases. For instance, as of 2021, about 194 urban agglomeration have a subway system. The vast majority being in developed economies. Furthermore, this fierce residential patterns characteristic of automobile dependent city make public transportation system less convenient for supporting urban mobility. Additional investments in public transit often do not result in significant additional ridership. Unplanned and uncoordinated land development has a lead to the rapid expansion of urban periphery. By selecting housing in outlying areas, residents restrict their potential access to public transportation. So, sabotable naman siya no na urban transit kanang about jud siya sa transportation outside the city pasok. So, effect of urban transport. So, These are some of the bad effect, bad effect of urban transport, and this effect is a urban transport to at the crossroad. One of these bad effect of urban transport at crossroad are traffic congestion and parking difficulties. So mag-cause gid og traffic sa kadaghan sa sakyanan nga sa kadaghan na sa number sa mga sakyanan or ano na ang population sa sakyanan naga-cause na og traffic and parking difficulties. So longer commuting, public transit inadequacy, difficult for non-motorized transport, loss of loss of public space, high infrastructure maintenance costs, environment impact and energy consumption, and accident and safety. This effect are some of the effect na usually bad effect sa urban transport at crossroad. So, urban transport in the Philippines. Urban transport. Throughout the Philippines, urban public transport is dominated by road-based modes such as jeepneys, Asian utility vehicles, taxis, tricycle, and pedicabs, some of which provide door-to-door service. Many urban roads network are inadequate and poorly maintained. Urban transport plan and traffic management are insufficient and ineffective. The traffic control device such as traffic signals, traffic signs, and road marking often do not conform to official standard needs. So, in the Philippines, usually naman na ginagamit for transportation nato no kay sa road base kay mao ni mga jeepneys, mga taxi vehicles, pedicabs or any sakyanan na pwede nato masakyan as transportation paadto sa ato ang destination. Pero tapos ang problema lang sa Philippines is ang mga dalan na maagian ani na mga vehicle is poorly maintained nang dili siya ha, dili siya ma-maintain good na hindi nang poorly maintain nang dili siya ma-maintain ang uban na dalan is bisag may guba na dili pa maayo do mga ingana. Urban transport plan sa in terms naman sa traffic management dili masunod ang traffic codes, tapos ang mga markings mga markings sa mga signal signs nang dili pa masunod sa sa uban na mga riders. So buses form a major element of urban transport system in Metro Manila but not in other urban centers, while LRT is confined to Metro Manila and in heavy subsidized. Franchising procedures for road-based urban transport are often ineffective and enforced at regulation in lax. At this factor contribute to increased level of traffic congestion in urban areas, particularly around transit terminals and public markets. This in turn result in longer travel time, loss of economic opportunities and productivity, and increasing air pollution which can be cause um, serious problem in many large urban areas. So, as you can observe na tong common bad effect na na mahitabo sa urban transportation in Crossroad is isa pud to sa mga problema sa urban transportation sa Philippines, which means dili jud okay ang transportation sa Philippines na need jud nato og high maintenance transportation roads. Dapat mag mag magkaroon jud tag road na na mas daghan og access na maagian ang urban transport para mas mapadali ang pag-travel o mas convenient, and also para maka-reduce din sa factor sa accident. Mao jud ang main purpose nga dapat obserbahan or dapat nato na mas i-focus ang urban transport sa Pilipinas para dili makaapekto sa economy, sa environment o sa people nga or sa tua as Filipino. So kana lang ako ang report. That's all. Thank you.